Hey everybody, I'm Amos, and I would very much like for you to meet my friend, the Lull Guitars M5 Custom. Now, a lot of the times when a big guitar builder makes a custom version, it's got like a painted headstock or a slightly different pickup or something like that, but not this critter. This is a true custom bass. In that sense, it's a little bit strange for this bass to be my, and possibly your, introduction to the world of Lull custom guitars. It's a little bit like meeting someone for the first time at a costume party. The basses that Lull is best known for have a much more familiar silhouette and layout, but I gotta be honest, when I reached out to the company about doing this video, they told me to take a look through their Instagram feed and see if anything caught my fancy. Well, this caught my fancy. I just kind of was instinctively drawn to it, and I really just wanted to know how it sounded. And even though the specs on this bass are not the same as more standard or traditional Lull models, I did learn a lot about the company and their approach to lutherie and detail-oriented building. And I typically put stuff like this at the end of my videos, so spoilers for 8.5 to 10 minutes in the future. This is one of the most well-built instruments I've ever picked up. Let's pop the hood. The M5 Custom has a graphite reinforced maple neck with a 24-fret ebony fingerboard and some gorgeous perloid inlays. The back of the neck is finished in a thin satin polyester that gives it a ridiculously smooth and elegant feel. The body is made of 2 pieces of swamp ash topped with a third, coated in a gloss poly finish, and thanks to some clever weight reducing techniques, weighs in at only 8.2 pounds, and that's pretty impressive for a full-size active fiver. The bridge is a hipshot A style with 18mm spacing and a single ferrule to shoot the B string through the body if that's what you're into. Tuners are hipshot ultralight and the nut is bone. And of course the guts of this monster are custom as hell too. The Nordstrand BigMan pickup has a one-of-a-kind ebony pickup housing and is run through a Bartolini NTSB 18-volt 3-band active preamp. Controls are as follows: volume, which can be pulled up for passive operation, treble, mids, which are centered at 800 Hz until you pull up the knob, which shifts the frequency down to 250 Hz. More on that in a minute. The 3-way selector switch lets you put the BigMan pickup in series, split, and parallel modes. Orientation's over. Let's take a first spin. Lull started out by doing repairs, upgrades, pickup swaps, solving problems, and you can feel his approach to very fine-tuned problem solving all over this bass. There's this amazing blend of rigidity and lightness that really defines this bass, that gives it its own unique voice. The neck in particular is made of woods that feel very stiff and rigid, and then you have this swamp ash body which has been chambered to reduce its weight, and when you have something that this rigid and this light, to me that makes it very reactive. It gives the tone a very kind of rich and delicate quality. And I don't mean thin, I mean delicate. I mean, listen to this. I mean, that's a damn B string. Folks, this neck is a masterpiece. The finish on the back of the neck is smooth and luxurious, but it never feels slick or slippery, and combined with the sort of overall cross section, the nice flat radius and the rolled edges of the fingerboard, this neck just settles into your hand very comfortably. I've been talking a lot about how this build differs from a standard Lull build, and a lot of that is here on the neck. The fret size, nut width, scale length, and radius are all particular to this custom build, and they all hang together extremely well. If I was building a custom bass piece by piece, I don't think I would ever pick all of these very minute details to go together, but they do. So the one little drawback that I will point out on this bass is that when you pull the volume knob and put it in passive mode, there's no tone control. But to me, a single humbucker bass with a little bit of stingray in its DNA wants to be active, and that's how I've been running it for the whole video. But let's check out the passive setting. I like basses that are quirky. I like ones that you really have to know how to get around on, and maybe there's some certain spots to avoid and you really have to like dig into the bass to sort of pull the tone out. I don't mind picking a fight with the bass. This bass is so much more like a dance partner. It's intuitive, it follows your lead, and like any good dance partner, makes you look good. I've been Amos. This has been the Mike Lull Custom Guitars M5 Custom. You've been amazing. Now get out of my house. And like any good dance partner knows how to make you look good.